The particular short video clip you guys watched earlier is what is happening right now in Ivory Coast, and it really calls for concern. It's a very worrisome moment because a lot of people have been questioning, calling on their loved ones to know what is actually going on in that country. Guys, this is what happens in a situation whereby the leaders don't want the progress of the people. The leaders are just selfish, looking out for themselves. They don't mind whatsoever be the outcome of the citizens. They don't mind whatsoever be the situation of the citizens, of the residents of Ivory Coast people. And all the things you guys are seeing is happening in all African countries. This is not just happening in Ivory Coast. This is not just happening in Burkina Faso. This is not just happening in Cameroon. So many African countries are experiencing this. A lot of their citizens are down. A lot of their citizens are sick, but they don't have money to go to the hospital. Even if you have the money to go to the hospital, the treatment that will be meted out to you at the hospital, you will ask yourself, what kind of country that you are in? Meanwhile, the president will fly out of the country to go and have a good time with their family over there. But in their own home countries will be another zone, another war zone, which is not good at all. I am here to share with you guys a very, very vital information here. All you have to do is to stick to this channel. All you have to do is to like this video and drop a comment in the comment section. Ever since this coup has been going on, military coup has been going on in Ivory Coast, a lot of people have been questioning, has it actually happened? What is the situation right now? Did it later took place? Was it successful? Was it verified? You know, all those questions flying around. I am here to tell you guys everything that you all need to know. I am here to tell you guys the undiluted truth, the undiluted fact of whatsoever that is happening in Ivory Coast right now. From what an insider said regarding all those things, that the chief of staff actually led the military coup that wanted to take place, that nearly took place in Ivory Coast a few days ago. But it's quite unfortunate that it didn't really go as planned. Now the president, after getting the information of whatsoever that has happened, has to sack the chief of military staff and end whatsoever that he has with them. He has to bring his brother, who is also a military staff, to start handling the affairs of the country, to head the country. Now, although the plans of the chief of army staff did not go as he wanted, but with the brother of the president, who is an armed officer, to head the country, that is another coup going on. Although the initial coup that was planned did not actually go successful, but another coup is now going on, because this is no longer a civilian matter. This is no longer a democratic matter. This is no longer doing it in a way, let's be civil in our dealings. No. Now, a lot of people have been saying, if this is the case, another Ibrahim trial in Ivory Coast. And that really touched me, because indeed, another Ibrahim trial. So, after all that's been said, let's just still say that the coup was successfully done, because if the way you wanted some things did not actually go that way, but in an alternative way, you still thank God for that. The most important thing is all these old men on the seat should leave. Let the younger ones take over. Let the young ones with young vision take over. If you notice, most of the African countries, most of them, not just few, our leaders there, they are just old. They are no longer productive. The resources of the country will not be channeled to the citizens. Rather, it will be shipped out. And the people that shouldn't be making use of the resources will now be remitting money to the owners of the resources. How does that sound? That you, as the owner of a business, that should handle your business, the ownership of the business, everything about the business. You just have to relinquish it to another person. The person will not be giving you peanut out of whatsoever that comes in from the deal, which is not good. If we are to tell ourselves the truth, the Westerners have done a lot to Africans. I think at this point, Africans have woken up. Africans have said enough is enough. We want to take all this by ourselves. We want to handle our resources ourselves. It's not too late. Let's see what we will make out of what we have. Let's see what we will actualize at the end of the day. I think it is not too late for Africans to do that. It is not too late for Africans to say enough is enough. We are old enough to handle our resources. We are old enough to take charge of our resources. We are old enough to, we know what we want. We are no longer kids anymore. I think at this point, the Westerners should let Africans be. Let them handle their resources themselves. Just look at Burkina Faso. The moment Ibrahim Traore took over, things started aligning well for them. Not that they have gotten to that promised land, not that they are now perfect, no, but at least no longer as before. Things are gradually falling in place for them, and that is what other African countries are clamoring for. That is what they are preaching for. That is what they want. They are not there to fight with anyone or to have issues with anyone, but let whatsoever belongs to them be for them. So guys, I would really love you all to share in your thoughts, your views in the comment section. Tell us what you think, because I would really love you all to tell us your mind. Share your views, your opinions in the comment section. And have a lovely day, guys. Take care of yourselves, and see you all in our next video. This is still Doris Blog Africa, where we bring everything Africa to you. Politics, entertainment, gist, everything. So see you in our next video. Bye.